In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to burn the house down when it comes to the credit repair industry. In this video, I'm going to expose to you the secret sauce that every credit repair company does not want you to know. And I'm also going to show you and teach you the dirty tips and tricks that they use to make a ton of money off of you and to keep you a client for longer than you need to be. This video may make you sick to your stomach, but you do need to see it. If you're looking for credit repair, if you know somebody that's looking for credit repair, or if you know somebody that's going through credit repair, they need to see this video. So share this video right now with them, and let's get into the video. Welcome everybody back to the Radical Marketer YouTube channel, where we teach you how to build credit, leverage credit, and create wealth. So smash that like button for me, punch that subscribe button, and knock out that bell notification button for me, because I make videos daily and you, my friend, do not want to miss it. If it's your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I promise not to waste your time. I promise to give you all stuff and no fluff. Do me a massive favor today, though. If you're a first-time watcher or a first-time viewer, comment first time watching or first time viewer, so way that I and this amazing Radical Marketer, Radical Nation community can welcome you to the channel and answer your credit question today. So make sure you ask your question in the comment section below. And for all of you radical marketers out there rocking with me, thank you so much. We're at 91,000 subscribers, almost to the 100K goal. And it's all because of you, literally. So you know what time it is. It's time to blow up this video. So demolish that like button. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments in the comment section. I don't care. Put your experience with credit repair in the comment section. Put your opinions about credit repair. Tell me who you worked with credit repair. Put your credit repair questions in the comment section. I don't care. Just tattoo the comment section with a bunch of comments, so that way YouTube can keep spreading this video out, because people actually really need to see this video, because an informed consumer is a powerful consumer. We don't know what we don't know. So be a good human and share this video out by commenting and liking on this video right now. And for all of you out there that want to be a part of our private Facebook group, we have 15,000 members. It's free to join. There's no self-promotion. There's no selling allowed whatsoever. If I find it, they're kicked out immediately. Links in the description below. And then add me on Instagram at Radical Hughes. I answering credit questions every single day, giving people voice memos, doing free consultations. Add me at Radical Hughes. We're going to be doing a ton on Instagram. And public service announcement, we have a second YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting throwback videos on there, exclusive videos on there. Help me right now by going to subscribe to the second channel at Radical Hughes, because we are going to be doing a ton of lives and giveaways on that channel. So you want to make sure that you're on that channel. So that is in the description below as well. And on top of that, I just dropped my video on how to get a business credit card that has 0% interest for 20 months. Okay, I gave you the play. I gave you the data points. I gave you what card I got, what my experience is with it. So you need to go check out that other channel to know about that 20-month 0% interest on purchases and balance transfers. It's a game changer, people. You're not going to want to miss it. Go subscribe to the second channel at Radical Hughes, spell it with a K. Okay, now, this is going to be part 1 of this video. Okay, part 2 is going to come out on Saturday or Sunday, depending on how many comments and likes we get on this video. So the more likes and comments we can get, you can comment part 2 in the comment section. Okay, and we'll drop it even sooner. But part 2 is actually going to show you where to get these credit letters so you can repair your credit yourself, what software to use for the disputes that you can get yourself, and where you can actually hire people that they hire for credit repair on pennies of the dollar. Okay, it's gonna mind blow you. Okay, it's gonna mind blow you, and what I'm about to expose in part 2. But part 1, you need to know how the game works. This is what this is, the game, and how it all works. And part 2 is how you can do it yourself. Okay, and this is a disrupting video. I put myself out there by making this video, but I did it because people out there are hurting. And when you're messing with people's money, it's not funny, right? So the credit repair companies can be mad at me for putting this video out there and being an advocate for the consumer. But guess what? They're also messing with other people's money and viewing them as profit over people. Okay, so I got a lot to say in this video. So keep with me, rock with me, watch the entire video, because we're going to be dropping gems through the whole thing. So number 1, okay, well, first of all, let's say this. Yeah, let's go here first. Number 1 is the reason why credit repair companies can't actually get credit repair done for people is because they're legally not actually able to represent them in their state. Because, well, how can they be around? I'll tell you. So first of all, credit repair is a game of legal jargon. Okay, it's all legalities. It's how you word it, right? Example, not to my recollection or to the best of my knowledge. right? So if you don't want to answer a question in court, you could say, to the best of my recollection, or to the best of my knowledge. It doesn't say no, it doesn't say yes. It's that gray area, okay? So credit repair, consumer law is swimming in that gray area. The problem is that most people doing credit repair don't actually know consumer law. Okay, they're actually regurgitating information that they've learned from their favorite guru or mentor that told them they could be a 6 to 7 figure earner by having a credit repair company, right? And they're just taking people on and then dishing out these letters that are so played out and so 1997 bad boy, right? And they're not working anymore because we have a system now that is all AI, Oscar, and it weeds out these generic templates, and everything is getting smarter. Machine learning is getting smarter. All of that is getting smarter. And so most of these people doing credit repair don't know consumer law and are regurgitating stuff that they hear, and they're not actually practicing being better at it for advocating for the consumer. Here's the deal. The Fair Credit Reporting Act was an act put in place by Congress to protect you and to protect me. It's consumer law, okay? The department of the government that governs that, right, or that holds these credit reporting agencies accountable is a CFPB, okay? And you might have heard that a lot with Biden canceling the credit bureaus or getting ready to cancel the credit bureaus and letting the CFPB run everything, right? And bringing it to a federal level instead of a private level. Right now, the private bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, they're considered the big three, right? Those are what most lenders will pull from. But there's also something called the secret bureaus or the secondary bureaus, Innovis, CoreLogic, NexusLexis. These are data companies that report this data to the big three, right? And then they, so they're all for-profit companies. Your data is worth so much money to these social media companies, to these finance companies, and it's just going to keep increasing, okay? So here's the thing. I say all that to say this, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you the right to dispute any inaccuracies and make sure that the debt is valid, okay? Now, what does that look like? Incorrect spelling, the debt's not valid, okay? Wrong address, the debt's not valid. It could be one letter off and it not be valid, okay? So the whole thing with credit repair is to play the legal jargon game and to play within these boundaries where these credit bureaus only have so much time, usually 30 days, to validate the debt. And if they can't validate the debt, they need to remove it off of the credit, the credit reports, okay? And that's why you say, you see all these people promising something when they can't deliver. A credit repair company should never be promising that they can increase your score, okay? They really shouldn't, because they can't promise that, okay? They can use all of the tricks that they have in consumer law, the letters, backdating, things like that, but credit repair companies really can't do that. Now, here's the thing, is when they send out these letters, because they're not actually legally able to represent you, because the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you the right to dispute, but it does not give a credit repair agency representing you the right, okay? So here's the thing. They'll send out these letters. Oscar will say, oh, these are generic letters. We're not gonna do anything. Done to the side, right? Well, here's the thing. If you're going to be doing credit repair, any good credit repair agency is going to actually provide you with an affidavit with your dispute letters. What that is your name, your address. It'll be a notarized document, okay? It'll be a legal document, driver's license, a copy of your social security. And basically that letter, that affidavit will go out with your letters. It's not necessarily saying that the credit report agency is representing you. No, what it's saying is you're requesting this debt to be validated or removed because, to the best of your recollection, this is not accurate, or this is fraudulent, or whatever wording you want to put. But the bottom line is these credit repair companies aren't giving affidavits when they're sending out these letters, so nothing's happening. So what they do is they're collecting your money every single month, and you're not getting the results that you're wanting. So if you're working with a credit repair company right now that's not giving you the results that you want with credit repair, there's a very good chance that they're not correctly sending the right letters out, that the letters are garbage and just generic that you could do yourself, or they don't have an affidavit with this, because when they're not sending out this affidavit, you could call the reporting agency and be like, hey, I've given you an affidavit. What's going on here? And then they can be sued. Okay. And that's happening a lot right now, and that's a big thing in the game right now, is people are actually suing the big three and they're getting settlements. Okay. So there's a lot going on in this space, in this place, but the number one reason is credit repair companies are not actually legally able to represent you by law. Okay. The Fair Credit Reporting Act doesn't give them that right. In section 623, you can go check that out in the FCRA and do your research on it. But that's one of the things. The other thing is number two. Okay, and let's backtrack here for a second. For those people that say, I need credit repair, I need credit repair. Credit repair companies nobody can fix your credit. Okay, and I really want to reiterate this. Credit is behavioral. Your credit score is an algorithm based on your behavior. Let's go back here for a second. I wrote this down for you guys, okay? What are the 5 factors of credit? The biggest factor of your credit, and this is going to segue into the next reason why credit repair doesn't work for people, but one of the biggest reasons, one of the biggest parts of your score is 35% of your credit right now is payment history, okay? Credit repair companies can't make you pay your bills on time, okay? The second biggest factor of credit is going to be credit utilization, okay? They can't make you not max out your credit cards, okay? So nobody can fix your credit. They can fight on your behalf with consumer law, but they actually can't fix your behavior around credit. They can't make you not max out your cards. They can't make you, overspend, right? Or not pay. The third thing is at 15% is age of credit. This is where the trade line business comes in. Basically, they can't make you not apply for new cards, because when you apply for new cards, you lower your age of accounts, right? So if you had a 10-year trade line, if you have a 10-year credit card and you apply for a new card, your age just went down to 5 if you only have 2 lines of credit, right? Because 10 plus under 1, they're going to do the middle, and that's age of account to 5. That's why when you apply for new credit, usually your credit goes down in the short term, but then in the over term it goes up, right? So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is going to be the mix of credit at 10%, and the other one is 10% is at inquiries. So they can't make you not apply for new credit, like I said, and they also can't mix up your credit. Okay, so all of those 5 factors is on you. Credit repair just helps you validate the debt in a very aggressive and good way if you're dealing with a good credit repair company. But 80 to 90% of them are trash, they're shady, they're uncompliant, they're unknowledgeable, and you need to know this information. So if you go to a credit repair company, you know the questions to ask, okay? I really wanted to point that fact home, okay? So now that we know that your utilization and your payment history make up 65% of your score, let's talk about this next thing. The number 2 dirty secret they don't want you to know is they play to maintain the illness. And what do I mean by that? There is more money in maintaining the sickness than giving you the cure. That's the same in the medical field. That's the same in a lot of different areas. It is more profitable for them to give you a hopes and dreams of having perfect credit one day by working with them. And it's a process, and it doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen overnight if you know the game. Okay. It can happen within 90 days if you know the game. But what they like to do is span you 6 to 12 months to 18 months to even to 2 years, having you pay for their services and say, hey, I can't control it. We're disputing, we're escalating this. We're doing, they're salespeople giving you a pitch to keep you there. Exactly. And I'm not going to say the word on here because I'm respectful, but they're trying to drag you along. Okay. Now here's the thing. They're going to tell you when you start credit repair, they're going to tell you to freeze your credit reports. Okay. Because they're going to be disputing. And when they're disputing, they need these things frozen. Right. And then they're going to tell you, don't apply for any new credit, because when you apply for new credit, it's going to bring down your age of accounts. That's accurate. But here's the thing that they're not going to tell you. I dealt with this person the other day, and she's awesome. I did a free credit coaching call with her. Okay. And her problem was that she wasn't making a lot of payments, and she didn't have much credit. So it was actually hurting her. And so I told her, you need to get more trade lines so that way you can have a lower, you can keep your utilization low on those lines. And then you can also make payments. So that makes up 65% of your score. See, this game, they penalize you if you don't have enough credit. And then if you have too much credit and you're utilizing it too much, they penalize you as well. There's a sweet spot. They want you to be able to maintain credit, but they want the utilization and the debt to income to be low. And I know that's super technical, but the bottom line is these credit report companies will say, we'll freeze it, don't apply for any new accounts, knowing full well that you need positive blood flow. If I were doing credit repair and I had a person that had student loan debt and I had a person that had a Capital One card, right? I would literally be trying to get them into credit unions to get a secured loan, to get them an installment loan for a mix of credit, right? And then and that's also payment history. And then I would also try to get them in a secured card that would unsecure, or a fintech card that would help give her credit, or something that would be very, very good. But here's the thing. They won't tell you that because they would rather dispute. And here's the other thing, okay? Here's the other thing, right? So they'll do these disputes, right? But let me give you a secret and write this down. If it's something small that they're, if it's the original creditor, it's got to be the original creditor. But let's say you got a T-Mobile bill or a Sprint bill, right? And they didn't sell it off to somebody else, right? If it's a small bill under $1,000, okay, you can dispute that all day long, or you can call that up and you can settle it. Because here's the thing, and they won't tell you this. When a debt is settled, it goes from a negative to a positive. So when it's small, you want to settle, right? Because then that goes from a negative to a positive. When it's big, you want to dispute. So these big things, these evictions, all these type of things, you want to dispute all that. But when it comes to these small, frivolous bills, you can spend more time and more money with these disputes that could never get done than for you to settle, have it turn from a negative to a positive, and pay less money in credit repair, and your score goes up. So they don't want you to know to add new trade lines, because they don't want you to get new accounts because they don't want that payment history. They don't want that utilization. They don't want you to settle small debts. Why? Because your score would go up overnight, or dang near overnight, within 90 days. Okay. And here's another thing. They actually, by law, there's a huge credit repair company right now being sued, and they could get in massive trouble. Okay. Because they're charging for a service. You can't charge for credit repair. You can't promise results. Okay. That's got to kind of be on the back end, but they're charging people, $250 to remove their inquiries, or, it's just a bunch of, it's like, you really want to help. And then these people say, oh, we're helping people. No, you're not helping people. You're fleecing people. You're no different than a preacher saying God's going to bless you for an offering. Straight up. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting on my soapbox here, anyways, so that's number two. They want to maintain the illness. Number three, okay, they want to sell you authorized user accounts. Now, if you check out my last video, I told you the dangers of trade lines. I'll also do a video about the positives of trade lines, because there's only a couple of reasons you only need a trade line is to boost up your limits to get another credit card, right? Or a personal loan, whatever the case is. I'm good with that, okay? I'm not good with, buy these massive amounts of trade lines that cost me thousands of dollars or high in the hundreds so you can get your home, so you can have perfect credit. So all these empty dreams that don't happen, right? So what they'll do for somebody like you is they'll freeze your credit report, tell you not to apply for any new accounts, and say, hey, you want to boost up your age of limits? We can put a trade line on there. We can put a couple trade lines on there. Might cost you $2,000, right? Might cost you $3,000. Meanwhile, they're leveraging their own credit to put you on their cards or some of their clients' cards, and they're making a killing off of you. When you can go to another company that I'll show you in the second video, how you can do all that yourself for 10% of the cost that they want to do. Trade lines are good for that, right? But you want to buy them with an ethical company that, that backs and has been in business for a long time, because it's a shady, bad business. Okay. That's the thing. But 90% of companies will sell you trade lines and tell you, hey, this is the reason. Okay. So trade lines are a big money maker for them. Okay. Now, here's the fourth thing. It's super scary. Okay. Like I said, they're not set up legally. Most of them are uncompliant. They're not even licensed, insured, and bonded. Okay. They regurgitate stuff in mentorships. They barely even know how a credit score is made up. Some of these people are just really illiterate doing credit repair. Okay. And then some of them are super savvy and super good at it. Okay. I know a couple of people that are like, yo, if I ever needed credit repair, I would go to them because they know consumer law inside and out. They love it. They live by it. And those are the companies that you need to go with. But most do not know consumer law. Consumer law is what you need to ask them when you're thinking about a credit repair. Tell me about what you know about consumer law. Tell me how you removed the bankruptcy. Tell me how you removed student loan debt. You know, tell me how you got around an eviction, right? Things like that. So that's another thing. And then the fifth thing is you are a piggy bank for them for affiliate income and funding plays. What do I mean by that? And I'm not saying it's wrong because I'm all about affiliate marketing. If you are selling affiliate products or if you're recommending a company that truly is transformational, you use, you love, you believe in, I'm good with it, right? I'm good with it. But if you're selling companies that are just going to give you the money over what's best for the customer, I have a problem with it. And a lot of people do that in every industry. But in this industry, it's super easy because what they can do is they can say, hey, we're going to set you up with Credit Karma and credit monitoring so I can log in, right? So I can log in, Identity IQ so I can log in. And some of these companies pay a residual monthly revenue to them. So let's say I'm not saying this is Identity IQ because I don't know what the payouts are right now, but Identity IQ used to do a residual income. Identity IQ is what they'll say, you need to get Identity IQ, and then we'll do a free consultation. We'll record a video for you. We'll send it to you. And then if you want us to do your credit repair, boom. So number one is they bait and hooked you with the free hourly, right? Okay. Or the free half an hour or whatever. So they're getting paid off of you every month, and you want to keep this so that way you can monitor it. So if you don't want to work with us, at least you know where you're at, right? So they get you with that hook, right? And then they hit you with another hook. Okay, great. Do you want us to do your credit repair? Because we can do this, and this for you, right? It's going to cost us much. Boom. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, right? So it's all a pitch and a dream because you just want your credit fixed so you can get that home, so you can get that car, so you can start that business, right? So they pitch Credit Karma and Identity Q like crazy, right? The credit monitoring service, money makers, right? For real. I could be doing credit repair. Think if I did credit repair right now with the audience that I have right now, with all of you that have entrusted me with giving you information. Most of you would say, hey, if you do credit repair, I'll rock with you. But I don't want to do credit repair because number one, I'm not passionate about it. I don't want to do it. I love consumer law. I'd rather inform you as the consumer on YouTube than to be sending in letters all day, notarizing stuff, keeping track of stuff, dealing with virtual assistants. I don't want to do anything of that. Listen, I'm all about people over profit. Listen, I do what I'm passionate about, but I could do it. And then there will do like the self-lenders. Why not just go to Navy Federal? Why not go to PenFed? Why don't get these people cards that, you know, are really valuable? Because self-lender, you can't get anything after a self-lender card like from them. But if you go to a credit union, you get set up with a secured card that will graduate, you get a secured loan. Now you can get other products. You're building relationship banking. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I went long enough on this. I hope that I brought you some value today. Comment below if you liked the video. Comment below your opinions about credit repair. Drop a gem about credit repair that we don't know about. Be a great human. Just throw a comment in the comment section and like the video. Share it too if you really thought it was a good video. Because listen, like I put my neck out on the line for this. I got a lot of people that are just going to be not happy about this. You know, I tell people all the time, the banks and the gurus hate me. The banks hate me because I tell you, you know, what they don't want you to know. And the gurus hate me because I tell you what they want you to pay for. Okay, so Mr. Guru hate me kind of thing. I mean, I have my name listed from different financial institutions of how many gems I'm dropping on you guys. The bottom line is I'm all about that impact for the people. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, join the private Facebook group, subscribe to my other channel. Subscribe to my other channel at Radical Hughes. Please go subscribe to. I'm be dropping a ton of videos on there. Why do I have two channels? Because I'm crazy, I'm radical, and I want to bring more value. What happens if I start dropping a video in the morning and the night on each channel so that way the algorithm picks up more? Or every other day, do lives on that one. The sky is the limit, people. But listen, the biggest thing is it helps us fight censorship, right? And so if you can help me, if all of you right now can go subscribe to that other channel, at Radical Hughes, link is in the description. I just dropped a video about the business credit card, 0% for 20 months. I'm also doing stuff about how to deal with debt collectors. I'm doing, you know, how to hide credit utilization. I'm teaching you the game. Okay. So go subscribe right now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Salute.